What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Connor Speed 6, and today we are back in Forza Horizon 5. We're going to be taking a look at an all-new GP circuit that was built by one of my subscribers and patrons, Speed King 555. Now, he has built Road America, which is a GP circuit here in the United States. However, what he did is he actually book paged it, and it's a mirrored version of the circuit, so it's a little bit backwards, but it's very, very similar layout. Not only did he build this amazing circuit, but he also included some DRS zones for great GT3 style racing, which is why you can see I am driving the 2016 Porsche 911 GT3 RS. It's not a 911 GT3 RS, it's just a GT3 RS, but it's okay. Either way, it's built off of a 911. Now, he's not only built this car, he's actually built 4 other vehicles that you can use for GT3 racing in this event. Those cars are as follows. We've got the number 25 Ferrari 488 Challenge. We've got a rear wheel drive swapped Huracan Performante. We've got a 2019 Chevy Corvette ZR1 and the Aston Martin Vantage GT12 from 2016, again, as well as the 911 GT3 RS. There are tunes shared for all of these cars. All of those tunes are going to be down in the description and the pinned comment down below. So if you would like to run a GT3 multiplayer event, which I would definitely recommend on this circuit, be sure to download those tunes. They're all rear wheel drive, just like a real GT3 car would be. And they're similar PIs, but they're built to spec, so they all run pretty similar lap times. This event starts all the way down here in the far west side of the map at the Bajío de Plano circuit, and we will jump right into that event using the 2016 GT3 RS. Let's get it. Now, there is a day and night version of this event shared. For the sake of aesthetics and being a YouTube video, we're going to run it really quickly in daytime. We will show you all 3 of the DRS zones and really how competitive that will make these events whenever you race in multiplayer. I'm only going to be using, of course, AI cars, so it's not going to be competitive at all. It is set to unbeatable drive avatars, which will make it a little bit more difficult, but using these DRS zones and having them at your disposal makes it a little bit more competitive for a lot of people. All right, so what I'll do here is I'll go slow here at the start. That way all the drive avatars can sort of get around me. Now, the 3 DRS zones, the first one starts right here on the straightaway at the Apex gate, which you can see the number 1, which was one of the parking garage signs on that gate. Now, if you have a drafting skill, you can see up there DRS on in the top left on the user HUD. It turns off when you get to the next checkpoint. Now, the next DRS gate is actually right here. This is the next DRS detection zone. If, again, you have a drafting skill, you will get that triggered to get some DRS, which gives you a little bit more torque, I believe. So you definitely have a big advantage over the car in front of you. So we should be able to see the advantage coming up here very, very soon after a chicane. But this event is so much fun. The curbs are placed beautifully. The layout is fantastic. I've already gained, what, 3 positions in 2 corners? But yeah, Speed King 555 absolutely nailed this event. All right, so coming up to the back chicane, you can straight line this, of course, whenever you're just racing with pals. All right, so here's the next zone. You can see I've got DRS now. I'm drafting. Look at this advantage. I just fly right by the AI cars. It's really fun. But you got to remember, when you're racing with friends, they're going to have that advantage unless you pull out a big lead in the next few corners. So the idea is to make it competitive no matter what your skill level is and the skill level of those around you are. But here, as you can see, we're going to have... actually, we may not have it. Nope, we didn't get DRS because we don't have a drafting skill in the car in front of us here. But the idea, of course, is to make it super competitive no matter who you're racing against or with. And I think he's done a great job to make it just that. All right, so we will have DRS here if I can get... Yep, there we go. There's drafting. You know, he's got that horrible V12, but there we go. You can see it just slingshots us right past him. Literally, slingshot skill. I'm in rear-wheel drive. These cars or drive avatars are probably all-wheel drive, of course. But you can really, really see how well built this track is. So we're going to get a drafting here. DRS engaged. Slingshot me past P2. Up into P2 I go. Now we've got the Mercedes CLK GTR in front of us. We're going to make quick work of this car as soon as we get to the next straightaway. Actually, before then, see ya. The thing about racing against drivatars, they don't get a DRS advantage, so it's not going to be competitive. That's why Speed King set it to unbeatable drivatars, to make it a little bit more difficult, of course, because without that, it would just be, you'd be gone after, you know, the second DRS zone, which I could have been if I would have ran and taken off from the start, but you get the point. It was just, of course, to show you how the race goes and what it's like. But yeah, the track is so much fun, guys. Definitely a recommendation from me. My fast lap right now, I think, is like a 1:25.0. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I did it just a little bit ago and ran a pretty good lap. So I'd like to see if I could actually get that down just a little bit using the Porsche. I was using the Aston Martin when I set that time. So let's see if we can try hard our way around here for something in the 124s. Yeah, before Speed King 555 actually had cargo containers laid for the curbs, and it was a little bit rough, so he went back in and adjusted everything and laid these perfectly placed rumble strips on the outsides of the corners. There's a 125 too. All right, let's go. Let's try hard our way around here. Turn one's key. It went a little bit wide, but if you can take turn one beautifully, you can usually carry lots of speed going forward into 2 and 3. Little bit of a bump coming off of that curb or rumble strip. Come on, little Porsche, let's go. You have to take some of these corners with care, especially in rear-wheel drive cars, because they really want to turn around on you and back into the next corner. I feel like we're doing pretty well so far here. A little bit understeer on the Porsche. To be expected from a Porsche, of course. Take that curb, take as much of it as we can. Sorry. This Porsche is probably the easiest handling car around this circuit. It's really, really well balanced. It's not super tightly geared either, so you can really put the power down. The Corvette and the Aston Martin are a handful to drive, but they're a ton of fun, honestly. There's a 124.8 in the Porsche. What a monster of a car this is. And I'm telling you, I could run laps after laps after laps on this course. He is going to have a GT3 car only event shared, using just the cars that have special GT3 series tunes. He will also have a 5 and 10 lap version, and I believe he's wanting to share a 25 lap version for an endurance race. But either way, no matter how many laps you want to run, I would definitely recommend jumping into this soon, because it is a ton of fun, especially with friends. As you can see, I'm just driving by myself against drivatars, but when you have a full lobby of people in here, or even just 5 or 6 people, it really, really gets the race juices flowing, and everyone has a ton of fun. Especially, again, with the competitive edge of DRS. That's kind of a game changer, because Alan and Speed King are way faster than myself a lot of times, and it could, you know, really help me keep up with them a little bit more than usual without DRS. Coming up on the last few corners, this is such an awesome section here. We call it the stadium section. How about that? Here we go around the last corner. Not gonna have a good lap time here, of course, because I screwed up. But here we go across the line. 124.8 is my fastest. Pretty happy with that. Oh man, there you go. That's such a fun racetrack. It's Road America mirrored. He used to have it, I believe it's Asurema Deor, which is Road America backwards. But he said people were struggling to understand what it was, which I get it. But it's really, really fun place to race. Definitely recommend jumping on there. Give Speed King 555 a follow in his creative hub. Trust me, you'll want to for his tunes. Definitely do that and follow Speed King and enjoy some competitive racing on this track. It's really, really good. I really appreciate you guys watching. That's going to do it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, a positive comment, and as always, if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for more weekly content like this. Again, all of these tunes for the GT3 cars are shared, so be sure to download those if you decide to do this competitively in a lobby. That's going to do it for me today, guys. As always, I have been Connor Speed 6. Thanks so much for watching. Much love, everyone. See you soon.